All right, guys, here you go. Look at all that. That guy's even parked sideways. He's probably not going to stay, but trucks should be backing against that wall. That's probably enough space for at least 15, maybe 20 trucks. There's some more over there, and there's space in between those. The side that I'm on is even with that side, and there's an open space next to me. I was able to back in, was 2 spots. I just pulled way forward, way up there, and did a straight line back. Then I scooted over a little bit in case somebody comes and they want to squeeze in here, they can get to the other side. That's the fuel island, and just on the other side of that truck right there is the mom and pop truck stop. It's a little bit off the freeway, I-10, just inside of Arizona, coming in from California. But this is what you look for, man. I mean, I passed by a bunch of Loves, TAs, all of those guys, all full. All of the rest areas full. Look for these mom and pops. I'm going to show you again how to find them. All right, guys, this is the parking lot of this mom and pop sized place here, truck stop. I mean, literally there's 1, 2, and then that's mine, 3, 4 more trucks only left in this yard. But it's room in here for probably 70 trucks, and you know, parked correctly. See, you see the indentation? Cause they can back up to the wall over there, and then most of them have it. Look, where that pole is, that's actually a road, but on the other side of the road is a dirt lot. See, so there's a lot of parking over here. You just have to look for these places. I'm gonna go check it out and see if they got a restaurant. Well, I struck out on the restaurant. It's the cafe is closed, which is seems to be a trend. It's probably been going on for probably 20 years or so. I mean, because a lot of these cafes look like they've been gone for a long time, for 20 years. It's a shame because they you know, they have much better food than, in my opinion. Some people like fast foods. I really don't like fast food. I like it to be cooked. I like eggs that crack, come from a shell. I like good stuff. I like food that tastes good. Food that your body can digest. You'd be surprised how much fast food your body passes through, because it's not even food. There's zero nutritional values. But at least when you go to a cafe and eat, you know, it's got some value, you know, in the food. You know, it's valuable to doctors. Sometimes it's valuable to the undertaker, you know, with all of the butter and cholesterol and good stuff that they put in there when they're cooking it. You go eat at some of these places, some of these cafes, the food's so good you can feel your heart beating when you come out of there. They pile all that stuff in there. Good stuff right there. That's good stuff. So it looks like I'm gonna have a noodle breakfast. And I gotta sit here for another, let me check my clock. Hold on just a second. Okay, I've been parked for 6 hours and 20 minutes, so I got a little over 3 hours and 45 minutes or something like that before I get, my 10 is up. Whoops, let me get that out of y'all's face. Before my 10 is up and I can start driving again. I drove probably, well shit, I drove all my clock out. I drove through the night and I didn't park until, when the video I'll show you with the parking lot at night, it's a mom and pop place. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Actually, it's actually about 3:45 in the morning, local time, and every single truck stop, the big boys, all just piled up. And listen, guys is parked on flat spots on the side of the road, all over the place. That's common. That's common. You're gonna see that a lot when you get out here. Okay, but why? Why do that and then risk, you know, somebody knocking on your, you know, actually not even knocking on your door, you know, coming in there and rob you. You know, it's a conglomerate of trucks there, so, you know, anybody gonna do some criminal activity, they might be looking for a little easier target. Maybe somebody's parked by themselves, or, you know, 1 or 2 trucks parked or something. But these guys on the side of the road, and they are 5 miles away from this place, and it's a shitload of parking. At 3:45 in the morning. See, mom and pop places. I was gonna add to this video, you know, about how to find these mom and pop places, but I already did a video with that. See, I need to go back and look for it. It's the one with the screencast. So you get Trucker's Path, download Trucker's Path, and they'll be on there. Sometimes the cafes are dead, so you know you don't have anything to eat. You go to these TAs and Loves and Pilots and all them. They got restaurants in there for sure. Probably, but hey, you gonna park? They ain't got no drive-through. What you gonna do? Roll down in the state and say, "Hey, throw that shit out of here." Park through the fuel island, go grab food, leave. That didn't serve the purpose because you didn't park. You gotta do a 10. You can't do a 10 in the fuel island. So, stop at these mom and pop places when you think that it's no, you know, no place to go. It is, and you're gonna turn off the road. I turned off the highway, went down the road about a mile, tucked off in the middle of nowhere. Is this truck? You know what I do? I'm gonna pull this truck stop up on a Google map and take a screenshot and add it to this, and then you're gonna see where it is. And there ain't nothing around it but a damn desert. A couple of little buildings and a popo when I pulled up, you know, down the road there last night. So you don't have to go to these fancy ass truck stops every time, you know, especially when you end up driving late and they're all full. Okay, so I'm fixing the that's a Texas word, fixing the. If y'all not from Texas, y'all, if you guys aren't from Texas, you may not know what I'm talking about. You may not even think they're words, but ain't is in a dictionary now, goddammit. Webster's ass is from the South. I'm gonna add that screenshot on here so you can see an aerial photo of what I'm talking about. And you guys, you know, patronize these places. You know, don't just park. I might go in there and buy, you know, a schnickle or something, so that I park in this place for 10 hours. But you may not want to mess with the fuel and all that kind of stuff unless you really know these places, or you in dire straight, because if it might be old fuel, you know, they don't get a whole lot of fuel business. Okay, and they get some obviously because he's staying open, but just be careful with that. All right, guys, see if I can get on up out of here. Yeah, boop. All right, I'm back. After looking at those pictures, I thought I might need to give you a little bit of context, okay? Or point some things out. Look at the photo with the highway on it, and you're going to see a Pilot and a Loves. It's about a mile down the road. A Pilot and a Loves, okay? Both packed full, and trucks is lined up the side of the exit and on-ramp. And just right, that blue dot is me. We're full of parking because everybody got it in their head that they got to stop at a Pilot or Loves or TA, all that shit. And look, you see it. You see the proof. So, you know, this don't say Pilot, this don't say Loves, this say T, truck stop. So, and I'm gonna tell you something else too. If I'd have made it down a little further, there's another one that just say P, parking. It's a dirt lot in the middle of nothing. It probably was something there before, and then they bulldozed it, just left the parking lot. It's a dirt lot. It's not paved nothing, but it hold like 30 trucks. Nobody rarely use it. That place is no harm. Now, of course, you can get over there and get, you know, you subject to get busted head, but you can subject to get busted head no matter where you at. You just get your, you know, your busting back stick and be ready. So, there ain't a whole lot around here. Actually, there's a senior citizen apartment complex just right down the road. You'll see it in that aerial photo. I mean, you might go over there and get you a date if you know, into gruntophilia. All right. Later.